I was born to play basketball. Now some people have this stereotypic look at black men like myself. And they say all black men do is listen to rap, wear these stupid gold grills in their mouth, sag their pants down like a thug, rob people, do drugs, drive-by shooting, listen to gangster rap and all that stuff, and play basketball. When that's not true. Don't look at everybody in that way. I was just born to play basketball. And I have a gift, and you can't take that away from me. Because you said I'm blind, I can't see, so there's no way I can do this. And I say, yes, I can, because this is bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It was given to me by the Creator. This ain't no luck. There's too much order for this to be luck. Somebody did it, and it's somebody that's not like you and me. It's somebody that's not human. It's somebody that is above us. That proved and proves still today that miracles do happen. So I made varsity and got along really good with the players. One day I was in a locker room, and as I was opening my locker, I heard this female's voice. So, you're doing really well. I knew who it was. It was a girl named Nola. Now, Nola was a girl that I'd known even back when I was in middle school, and I'd asked her over to dinner or out for a date, and she said no, and I knew why she said no. She made up excuses. I mean, come on, this is the cheerleader of the football team. This is the preppy girl that every boy wants to be with, but they can't stand her attitude because she's stuck up and everything. But she dissed me too. She turned me down. She rejected me too. But I liked her. Now things are starting to go pretty well for me. I'm the most popular kid in the high school. Now she wants to talk to me. How did she get in the boys' locker room? You did pretty well out there. Look, some friends and I are getting together this weekend. You want to come have a party with us? I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Got a lot to do. I wasn't falling for that. I still thought she was hot. I couldn't see her, and I knew she was hot. I pictured her as a blonde with this nice, beautiful, long blonde hair, these big glowing blue eyes, and she was all that. But I wasn't falling for her lies. I wasn't falling for her deceit. This girl didn't like me for who I was. Let's just be straight right now. There was a particular girl that I liked that went to school that didn't quite look as good as her. But to me, in my heart, I felt she was more beautiful. It was a girl named Phoebe. A girl that I'd known about the same amount of time that I knew this girl named Nola. I met her when I was, in middle school. And Phoebe was always there for me as a friend. Now, you may not see a friend of somebody of the opposite sex as somebody you could actually be with, date, or maybe even marry someday, but it does happen. I'm not saying I wanted to marry Phoebe. I'm saying Phoebe was a lot more attractive than Nola. Not in appearance, I don't, think. Well, that too is in the eye of the beholder. So I know I went off on a tangent, but those were days in my life that were just so detailed. I can recall just about every moment in detail, because it was a time where all of the waiting, all of the praying, all of the having faith, knowing that I was blind, but I still could see better than most all of them that could see. So I was the star of the basketball team. But I never, ever, ever did an interview without including the whole team in the interview. Like if it was just an interview with me, talking to someone about a game and how the game went, I wouldn't just talk about myself. I would talk about everybody on the team that helped me. Because that's just the way it is. It's a team effort. You know, I didn't make every shot that I shot. Most basketball players, even if they're as great as Michael Jordan, they miss most of their shots. But they take so many shots that you pay more attention to the shots that they take. In other words, they allow themselves enough to fail so they can succeed. They fail, they take so many shots that they're going to make some. They miss most of them, but they make some of them. And that's how it was. It's not just about basketball. It's about people have purpose in life. When I was in 11th grade, Nola actually invited me to a party that I actually did go to. It was a particular kind of party where nobody showed up to the party except me and her. And I started to realize, you know, sometimes this can happen to anyone. You can be the nicest guy, the nicest female in the world. You can have very good morals, but if you get a certain amount of fame or recognition, it can go to your head. And I started to realize, you know, I am the most popular guy in school because I'm the best basketball player they have. The girls like me. I can have any girl I want, but the one girl in particular that I've always wanted didn't want me. Now I got a chance to have her. So she invited me to a party. She says a lot of friends are going to be there. It was at her house. I went there. Nobody else showed up. It was just her and myself. She and myself. And her parents were gone. You know, here we are, teenagers, 11th grade, alone. And I'm going to tell you what happened. What happened was we were sitting on the couch in the sofa in her living room. And she was talking to me. And I could hear some plastic rattling. I knew what it was. I could smell. She says, "Do you smoke?" Marijuana is what she pulled out of the plastic. I'd never tried marijuana before. I smelt it and it always gave me a headache. But I admit sometimes I did want to try it. I know I don't smoke. She says, "Come on, let's get high. Come on, you're popular now. Let's unwind." I'm like, "Honey, if I unwind any more than I do, then, I'm going to fall off the spool. I don't want to unwind." She says, "Come on, let's try some." I said, "Hey, this stuff will fill up the whole house. Your parents will know." She says, "My parents already know. I smoke marijuana with my dad all the time. Come on. Let's get high. Let's unwind. You know, let's get rid of this nice boy image.